Okay, so here is a journal that I made for a swap using Fairy Dust by Graphic 45 and Ink Spell by Cornelia Funk, just the cover because it is a gorgeous cover. Really neat shiny parts and then lace on the side, and there's more illustrations on the back. Worked really well with the fairy theme. There is a tassel on it, just made out of yarn, and using a gourd pin to hold it on, and added some paper flowers and metal embellishments on the front, and the little book plate has the removable fairy dust if you want to put something else in there. And on the side it is held together using seam binders ribbon that I have dyed various shades of green. The light is failing fast, so hopefully I can get through this before I lose my sunlight. So on the inside, there's a little envelope with a tag that's been stamped. Nothing on the back, and tea stained. And just a little fabric embellishment with lace, hand stitched. And then I made a Franken page for this and cut it apart, and this is part of that page. And there's some of the Graphic 45 papers with a border. And this belly band here is made out of paper that I made using a homemade paper technique that I found on YouTube. And then just a little card in there. And then a little tag. And this is pine paper, so it's just very thin pine wood. And then I've decoupaged a napkin on it. There's a lot of Cecily Mary Barker fairies in here. And Graphic 45 cut apart. Just a coloring page and a flip out with the other side there. This is a postcard with a little tuck spot that's got embossed fairy out of like a copper embossing. And this is Graphic 45 stamp. I think it's Hampton Arts. And just some paper. This is coffee stained and cooked in the oven to give it that texture. There's some journaling paper, another cut apart. Coloring page. Dot paper. There's a charm that I made for this using an old necklace and some beads that I have. And there's just some extras inside of here. It's mostly Graphic 45, like cut apart stamps and tags. And another embossed image on paper. Parchment paper. This is more of that fake handmade paper. Let's see if I can get the focus to come back. Maybe, maybe not. There we go. More Graphic 45 paper. And this is more of that pine paper. So just stapled together some pieces of that. Same thing but larger with some tags. This is actual handmade paper that I did not make, and I just added a flower embellishment with the coconut button. Same thing on the other side. Oh, and the center signatures are ribbon with some pearls attached. More parchment paper. And that's one of the stickers from the Graphic 45 collection. Another cutout in the tuck spot. This is also part of the same stamp collection. Pretty fairy on the mushroom. So a lot of the images in here were cut out of this book about fairies that had all these images from Cecily Mary Barker in it. And there's just some washi and various collaging to cover over the writing that was in the book. And the back side. Another postcard. Oops. I need to glue that back down again. This is more of the Franken page. And the paper that I used a 12 by 12 on the back. It had a cut out from where I used it for ATC, so I just framed that and had some lined paper on there. This part folds out. There's more paper here, and there's a tag in there, and also a tag here that has a fussy cut flower image, watercolor flower. More of that Franken page, and a little fairy image postcard. Extra wide washi, and another piece of faux handmade paper. Another fussy cut image and postcard. Some more stamping. And this page is a calendar from a calendar. So I've just used some of the stickers from Graphic 45 and fairies to cover up what was written in the calendar. And then pasted a picture on the calendar side. Another charm. And this envelope just has more stuff in it. Some ribbon and material and various other images of fairies. So this is a tuck spot on this paper. And then on the other side, some stickers from the paper pack. And this folds out for journaling space. Another fussy cut image from the book. And cut apart. It's the other side of that tag. And wide washi tape. Another postcard. It's a fabric flip. Flips up. And we'll flip that down. Flip that over for more journaling space. And then this piece also opens up if you want to use it for collaging or journaling space. And then that's just held down with a strip of fabric. Oops, sorry. It's more of the Franken page. This one has a little lace pocket. various images, and those are forget-me-nots from my garden this spring. I had pressed them and I glued them down using Mod Podge and just the inside piece of a napkin. And another tuck spot here with some glittery butterfly stamps. And nothing on the back. This is an image from a book that I found that had all sorts of magical beings in it. A bunch of fairies and a fabric flip. This was dyed using RIT fabric dye and stickers from the pack. It's another one of the stamps from the same collection, the Graphic 45. Excuse me. And there is altered playing cards here, and they just have flower images on the back and some lace and gemstones. And this paper clip was made for me and given to me in a swap. And this is actually embroidered from a handkerchief. Some more stamping and fussy cut from the same book. This is a decoupage napkin and another piece of the Franken page, and just lace on paper. This paper was dyed using food dyes, actually, food coloring. And a sticker from the pack. This is from a book on fairies. Had some beautiful images in it. And fold out, center signature with more pearls. And on the back, a little tuck spot with image from the book on magical beings and another little card. And another piece of the Franken page. Sticker from the pack. And postcard. This is a frame, so this picture can come out and something else can go in there. Another postcard. This is from an old book. I think it was from maybe 1920s. Fairy tale book. And this paper was dyed using excuse me, the fabric dye. Another postcard, sticker, little fold out, and on the back is napkin decoupage. And another picture from the book on magical beings. And some to-do paper on the back, and this is from the book on fairies. And that's it. I like that there's a little frog peeking in on the back. Thanks for watching.